And we're right back in the kitchen making another homemade dessert. Today is gonna be cinnamon rolls, a sweet treat for you. So let's get right into it. To this bowl, we're gonna be adding 1 cup of warm milk. I have no idea what the temperature is of this. Usually I, measure the temperature like I did before, but not this time. Today, we're just going off of a feeling. And I actually did feel it, and it is warm. Not hot, but definitely warm. There's a little black speck in here. I think I got it. I got it, like a pro. Now I'm getting 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar and just adding that to the milk bowl. Oh. Why is this so hard? And then we need active dry yeast, and we're gonna be doing 1.5 teaspoons. Oh my gosh, I almost did 2. Sometimes I get ahead of myself and I mess up the measurements of recipes. That happens kind of often. Doesn't matter how good you get, I guess, right guys? Okay, I'm just giving that a quick mix in this bowl just to help it come together. This is what it looks like before it activates and froths up. So we're just gonna wait a few minutes and then it should get nice and foamy. While we're waiting for that to foam up for a few more minutes, I'm adding 4 cups of flour. This is unbleached. Oh no. All right, we're gonna spill a little bit of flour and then we're gonna continue. Act like we didn't do anything wrong. 4 cups of unbleached, organic, bread flour. All right, we're not trying to ingest bleach. I don't know what that's about. Why do you need to bleach flour? You tell me. It makes no sense. As always, grab your massive container of salt and we're adding in 1 teaspoon of salt to the flour. There we go. The rest of the sugar. All right. It actually calls for vanilla bean paste. Of course, I don't have that. You know me, I have classic vanilla extract, and I'm just gonna put in a capful. It says 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste, but we're just gonna do 1 capful of vanilla extract. Who doesn't love the smell of vanilla extract? This could be a candle. I guess it is a candle. Vanilla. All right, smart quote of the day, check. Giving that a quick mix with a spoon to combine that really quickly, and then we'll be ready to add in our beautiful foamy yeast mixture. That's gonna make all the miracles happen, right? It's gonna make everything come to life. This is the after of the yeast mixture. It's nice and foamy now. You can see all those bubbles. That's exactly what you want. That means it's activated and it's gonna help the dough rise. Well, it's actually not even gonna help the dough rise. It's actually gonna make the dough rise. It's ready to add into the flour. So here we go, adding in the yeast mixture. When you do that, it immediately smells like dough. It's so funny how that works. And then melted butter, 1 stick, unsalted. Getting every last drop, of course. Now this is everyone's favorite part. We have a 1-handed egg crack coming up. I get 2 tries, that's it. Here we go. Ready? All right, come on everyone. Come on. Let's get serious. Ready, set, go. Oh, that was nice. I'm getting good at this. You have to admit I'm getting good at this. Is there a piece of shell that went in there and I just don't see it?
Maybe, possibly.
That could be something that is true. But as of right now, I don't see a piece of shell. So to me, that was a 10 out of 10 success. Let's go on to the next one. Ready, set, go. One more time. Ready, set, go. Okay, that was a good one too. 2 for 2. That is what I like to hear. So this next part, you can either do it by hand or with a stand mixer, or in my case, a hand mixer. Lucky for me, it comes with this dough attachment here. Thank you, KitchenAid. And here we go. We're just gonna put this on probably medium to high speed and get it going. Get this mixing up to make a nice dough. Ta-da! Here we are. This is what the dough looks like. It says it's gonna be super wet and glossy, which mine isn't that wet or that glossy. Kind of glossy, not really that wet though. Like I'm pushing it, it's not even sticking to me. Luckily I have a lid that goes right over top. So there we go, and we're gonna pop this in the fridge overnight and it's gonna prove. Hopefully this will double in size. If it does, great. If it doesn't, let's just pretend that it does, because mama's not doing this again, all right? No, I'm kidding. It's actually really easy, a very easy process. It just takes some time. It just requires some time, a little bit of effort, a little bit of love. Who doesn't have that right on their sleeve, just hanging around? So we're popping this in the fridge overnight and I will see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. We are here with our proved, I don't know, proved cinnamon dough, cinnamon roll dough. Look at it. It got bigger. I'm so excited because I was worried that it wouldn't, but look at that. Much bigger than how we left it. Do you remember that? So now I'm putting it on a floured surface. Oh, it's kind of hard actually. That's so weird. I've never dealt with this before. I've made this recipe before, but it's been a very long time and I was worried that it would get kind of tough in the fridge because it was in the back of the fridge, and you know how it can get kind of frigid in there. Luckily I have a rolling pin. I was worried that I wouldn't have a rolling pin, but I found it. Wow. So actually it's really nice to have the dough be a little bit tough like this because it makes it so much easier to roll out. Nothing is sticking. I'm just rolling it out so easily. I've never rolled out dough this easily before in my life. I'm not even kidding. Never have I ever rolled dough this easily. This is so professional. I'm so excited about this. This is actually a brioche dough, so it's gonna be super soft, which is great. This is the recipe I really like. I tried a different cinnamon roll recipe before, but I didn't really like them. They didn't really turn out like how these ones turn out. These ones, you couldn't get a softer cinnamon roll. So good. I'm very excited about this. Wow. I feel like a professional. I feel like I should be in a bakery window. I'm whipping out the tape measure because this needs to be 16 inches by 24 inches, and I just have no idea if it is. On this side we have 22. So we're gonna roll it out a little bit more. Wow, I can't get over how professional this dough feels. It just like feels right. You know what I mean? It just feels right. Oh gosh, I'm scared to tear it. I need to flip it over though. Oh gosh. Oh wait, actually I've seen people use the rolling pin to flip it. They just kind of like roll it. I don't know if this is working. They just kind of roll it. If this tears, I'm gonna be upset. We're just gonna kind of use my arms. There we go. Checking the measurement again. Here we go. Wow, 24, we made it. On this side, we have 16. Perfect. So now we have a stick of melted unsalted butter, and I'm gonna brush this over. I don't really have one of those basting brushes, which I really do need because we're gonna be doing an egg wash over this, and you're supposed to use the basting brush for that as well. But right now I'm just using a spoon, which does the trick, but the brush would be definitely more professional and easier. Now I'm taking the brown sugar, salt, and cinnamon, of course, and sprinkling that all over. Look how much this is. This whole bowl is full of it. So hopefully this will be enough, but it's good because you want all that filling. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so exciting. You want all that filling. That's like the whole point of the cinnamon roll. It's the soft dough. It's the sweet cinnamon filling. It's so great. I can't wait for this to smell up the whole house in that beautiful cinnamon roll smell. It's gonna smell like a bakery. So I'm just gonna press this down with my hands to make sure that it's sticking onto the butter, and then I'm gonna drizzle the rest of the butter that's here just on the top of this. It's like semi-melted now, oddly thick. So it's not really drizzling onto there, which is fine. I'm just gonna go like this. So with the long way facing me, I'm gonna start rolling it this way, and then we'll cut it up into our rolls, and we should, like I said, get 8 rolls. So I'm starting off just rolling it really tight, really small. I know these like weird drizzles and chunks of butter look so weird. I don't know why it kind of hardened but not hardened like that. I think it's because that stick of butter was frozen. I'm trying to keep the roll nice and tight. We want to get those beautiful spirals. I'm so impressed with the dough. I feel like sometimes when I make cinnamon rolls, if I don't use this recipe, the dough is like real sticky. It's just not as smooth and soft as this one. And I guess this is because this is considered a brioche dough. So far we haven't had one tear in the dough. That is so extremely impressive for myself. We have some filling falling out because the dough is hanging off the sides of the cutting board, but other than that, this is going swimmingly. The dough is sticking a little bit to the board. This is so long. I feel like I'm gonna get more than 8. Wow, here we go. We have this long torpedo of cinnamon roll. Now we're supposed to use a serrated knife, and we're cutting it into 8 pieces. So I'm just gonna kind of score a little bit to see where I'm gonna cut it. So that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not enough. This does make 8. I acted like I could get like 12 out of this. I'll go a little smaller here. Gosh, why am I not good at this? Oh gosh, I made so many scoring lines in here. I don't even know which one I'm following anymore. Ah! All right, we have 8. Let's check it out. Ready? Now that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Perfect cinnamon roll. So technically you're supposed to use a circle pan that's like a springform pan. You can fit all of them in there. I don't have that. It doesn't really matter, like you can use whatever you want, but I just wanna make sure they all fit. So I got this big pan here, rectangle pan, and I'm gonna stick them all in there. Okay, here they are in this pan. I know they look kind of funny because they're tall and they're not all touching it, but they're supposed to kind of rise for maybe 15 minutes and then they should get a little bit bigger. And when they bake, they'll look more accurate. Right now they just look funny because they're so tall and they're not touching and they're just like standing up in this pan. But here we go, we're gonna let them sit in a warm place for 15 minutes. Okay, it's been longer than 15 minutes, but that's fine with me. Hopefully they'll have risen a little bit more. My first time looking at them with you, ready? They got a little bit bigger. They definitely got a little bit bigger. So I think we should all be happy about that. I'm worried, do you think I should be putting it in a smaller pan? That's what I'm worried about because I don't want them to be just like on their own. You want them to all be touching and then you do the spread. So I did end up switching the pan and I think it's much better this way. I was worried they would be too crowded in here, but actually I think it looks good. I almost forgot the crucial step. I need to put an egg wash on them so they have like that little bit of a, I think a kind of a crispy, shiny top or something. Okay, so we have the egg here. One-handed egg crack, of course. You already know how we do it. Just like this, pure confidence. That was pure confidence and it worked out perfectly. I added a little bit of water in there and I'm just gonna mix it up. I don't know why I keep spilling. Again, this would be much better if I had one of those basting brushes, but I really don't think I have one, so a fork is just gonna have to do the trick. This is what you do, you gotta work with what you have sometimes. I'm just kind of rubbing it on there. Again, this would make more sense if I had a basting brush, but I'm just kind of rubbing it on the top. It's time to take them out of the oven. The smell in this house right now, you don't understand. It smells so good. The smell of freshly baked cinnamon rolls is right up there with the smell of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies. That's, I mean, I'm gonna say it. I said it. I can't wait to see what these look like. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wow. 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 Oh my gosh. So now we're making cream cheese icing on top and then you slather this on. So it's 2 cups of powdered sugar. I didn't measure it because that bag was 2 cups. And then an entire block of cream cheese. Cream cheese frosting is the best. And then I'm just gonna put in 2 capfuls of vanilla extract. You guys know that's my favorite way to measure vanilla. And then we mix. You wanna start slow at first. If you go really fast, the powdered sugar is gonna go all over you. It starts off super lumpy, but you just have to stay consistent with it and then you can increase the speed on your mixer and it comes together pretty quickly. I gotta tell you though, this mixer is on its last leg. I feel like it's struggling to mix today. All right, so now that the icing is done, we're gonna be putting it on the cinnamon rolls. And I'm just using this spoon just to make it easier, but you can definitely use an offset spatula if that's what you prefer. Oh, wow. This cream cheese frosting is so thick. Look at that, it's completely covered. That's exactly what you want because nobody wants a dry cinnamon roll. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna lift it out all the way. Like, should I lift all of them out or just try to take one out? All right, let's see. There we go. Oh my gosh, do you see that? Look how good that looks. And then the top. Oh, girl, we are gonna have to do a taste test. I'm so excited. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. This is so good. You know we have to go in for a bite just like this. Ready? Oh my gosh. I need a glass of milk with this. Wow. This is amazing. This is a 10 out of 10 recipe. You need to serve this warm. If you make this, everyone's gonna be impressed. I mean, it's not even hard to make. I love it so much. If you love cinnamon rolls, let me know in the comments. Let me know what else you wanna see me make in the kitchen, and I will see you next time. I'm gonna eat the rest of this with a glass of milk, of course. Okay, really quickly, because I feel like I didn't say enough good things about this in my outro. So basically, the dough is amazing. It's super soft. Using the brioche dough and letting it prove overnight in the fridge is really what does the trick. And the bottom, I already ate it because it was so good. The bottom of the cinnamon roll, it like caramelizes when you bake it. Delicious, so good. The icing, very sweet, very sweet. It uses 2 cups of powdered sugar, so it's super sweet. But I mean, you can always cut that down a little bit if you want to. But you really do need a lot of icing for a cinnamon roll, especially of this size. So, you know, no complaints there. Overall, very good. This is like a crowd pleaser type of dessert. Is this considered a dessert or a snack or a breakfast treat? I don't even know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave your suggestions in the comments, and I will see you next time.